Okay, so I'm on my last week of full-time work and I'm leaving on the 19th of April. So that's my last day. Today's the 16th of April, 9 o'clock, and I'm just sat here scratching my head, trying to plan out what the fuck I'm going to do with my life because, it's a big thing, I think, to quit your job and try and run an agency full-time. I've currently got 4 clients and all of them have come through paid media. So paid search, I've just been running adverts for the agency. A few people clicked, booked calls, hopped on the call, booked onto a demo call, and then jumped on the demo call and then closed them on the demo call. So 4 of them have been successful. They've been with me over the past 2 months, and now I've taken the leap to try and grow that a little bit more, and I've drawn out a quick Miro board of what my client acquisition is going to look like. Essentially, the whole focus is to get as many people as possible into a discovery call. So get me on the phone to them. Let's have a chat. Let's see if this system and the service that I'm currently offering is going to work for them and the company, because I don't work with 1 or 2 man teams. I want people to be able to take on a lot more work. So if I'm working on a pay and results offer, I want them to be closing at least 50 grand worth of work every single month. Then the 5% that I offer is going to make it worth, obviously. Otherwise, it's going to be a struggle for me, right? Now, the main driving force currently has been paid media and a little bit of the content and the personal branding sort of stuff that I've done. But that's been the main 2 things. So to grow this business, I can only really be doing 4 things, and that's paid ads. I can be creating content, I can be reaching out to people that I don't know, and then I can be reaching out to people that I do know. And that's essentially the 4 ways that you can acquire new customers, right? Now, obviously, they've got different channels and formats and ways of doing it, but essentially that's what it is. So I've set this up, and my main driving force moving forward from 22nd of April, whatever, is going to be cold calling and telling people, or reaching out to people that I do not know and telling them about my service. And I've never really done cold calls, so I don't know what to expect. I'm expecting a lot of no's and rejections and fuck off because I've had that plenty of times on emails. But cold calls I've never really done. I've done them here and there, and I've cold called maybe 50 businesses over the past 2 years. When I've been freelancing, it's just mainly been off of my own referrals and people that I know and working with them. But yeah, that's going to be the main goal, right? The main thing. So push them onto a discovery call through any of these channels. So it's going to be cold calling and cold emailing, paid media, which is obviously the adverts that I'm running right now, and content that I'm creating on my personal and my agency Instagram and socials, and then referrals. So anyone that comes through as a client, I always say to them that there's obviously a client incentive. If we're working on a pay and results basis, it's 1% less taken for each job. So if they refer to me 5 people within a month and I close all 5 people, then they get basically the services for free. Now, if a friend refers a company to me and they join, so that can be you if you've got anyone that you know that needs lead generation for their home improvements company, tell them to get in touch, because you could get yourself 10% off the generated revenue from the client for 1 month. So I think that's pretty decent. I mean, if they come in and close 50 grand worth of work, let's say your uncle runs a driveways company and, they can take on more work. You refer him, tell him how brilliant and amazing this system is that I'm using. And, I come in, he comes in and closes 50 grand's worth of work. I take 5% of that. That's 2.5 grand. You can make yourself an extra 250 quid for just referring your uncle, right? And I'm sure this here is, a matter of conversation. It's not set in stone. I mean, if you refer me a very good client, I'll treat you for a very long time. Don't worry. I'm not a fucking scumbag. But the main focus is drive traffic, drive anybody that's interested in the service to a discovery call. Get them on the phone. Let's have a chat. Let's see if this works for you. If it does, obviously, we want to book a demo call. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? So once you book a demo call, we want to obviously qualify you on before that, book the demo call, and then hopefully sell the service on that demo call. That's what I do. It's a 2-step thing. sometimes even past that. I mean, I've been sending proposals to people recently and waiting for them to, get back. I've been sending results and reviews and client testimonials and stuff. So it's been a bit of more of a graft. It's never really just a simple discovery call, demo call, let's go. Like, it doesn't really work like that every single time, so you have to be prepared for it. But if they don't sign as a client because they don't want to, etc., etc., I still want to be following up with them manually, providing any sort of offer, any sort of value. If I can help them with anything, I want to be offering that, because eventually this person is probably going to turn into a client. It's a simple diagram of how I'm going to be acquiring new customers, and it's a system that I'm just going to rinse and repeat. I mean, obviously the inputs going into this cold emails and cold calls is going to be 100, 200 calls every single day. So I'm probably going to get through about 1,000 people every single week, as long as they answer. But like I said, I've never really done cold calls before. I'm excited. I know that I'm going to be told to fuck off at least once a day, so it's fine. I'm not really bothered about that. And that's pretty much it. That's the system that I'm going to be using, and I'll keep you lot updated, as I have been over the past 3 months since I started with nothing, and now I've got 4 clients and I'm taking it full time. And hopefully, if you're in a similar situation, or maybe you're in a situation where you haven't even started yet, but you want to get started, just drop us a message on my Instagram, and that's probably the best place to message me on. And yeah, I might be able to help you with something. Who knows?